ABO practice test, questions and answers 100% correct. When discussing thick lenses, the factors which are considered in computing the lens power are A. Front curve, thickness and index. B. Back curve, thickness and index. C. Front curve, back curve and thickness. D. Front curve, back curve, thickness and index. Correct answer D. Front curve, back curve, thickness and index. Toric transposition shows A. Lens thickness. B. Power in principal meridians. C. The power of the ADD. D. The lens diameter. Correct answer B. Power in principal meridians. Increasing the diameter of a minus power lens always increases its A. Vertex power. B. Center thickness. C. Weight. D. Refractive index. Correct answer C. Weight. The optical center of a round segment is located A. At the very top of the segment. B. In the geometric center of the segment. C. 5 millimeters from the top of the segment. D. At the very bottom of the segment. Correct answer B. In the geometric center of the segment. The base curve of any multifocal lens is found on the surface containing the A. Cross curve. B. Cylinder surface. C. Segment. D. Ocular curve. Correct answer C. Segment. Normal slab off bicentric grind is ground on the lens whose vertical meridian has the A. Strongest curves. B. Most plus power. C. Least plus power. D. Least minus power. Correct answer C. Least plus power. 1/4. The refractive error indicated by the Rx plus 1.75 minus 2.75 x 090 is A. Compound hyperopic astigmatism. B. Compound myopic astigmatism. C. Simple myopic astigmatism. D. Mixed astigmatism. Correct answer D. Mixed astigmatism. Tempering a lens by heat treating results in a lens being A. Less resistant to impact. B. More resistant to impact. C. More resistant to surface scratching. D. Impossible to break. Correct answer B. More resistant to impact. A slab-off lens is for the correction of A. Astigmatic errors. B. Excessive weight of lens. C. Excessive prism imbalance at the reading level. D. Exotropia. Correct answer C. Excessive prism imbalance at the reading level. Chemtempering makes a glass lens more impact resistant by placing the lens in a potassium nitrate bath. The lens undergoes a process known as A. Ion exchange. B. Iron oxide activation. C. Silver halide transfer. D. Thermal bleaching. Correct answer A. Ion exchange. Which wavelengths of light have been indicated as possible contributors to the onset of cataracts? A. 400 to 520 nanometers. B. 520 to 635 nanometers. C. 350 to 400 nanometers. D. 635 to 750 nanometers. Correct answer C. 350 to 400 nanometers. When the lenses are laid out and marked for cutting and edging, the lenses are usually decentered so as to correspond to the patient's pupillary distance after lenses are inserted. This is done for the following reason. A. To avoid unwanted prism. B. For cosmetic effect. C. To use off-center lenses. D. To avoid thick edges on the nasal side. Correct answer A. To avoid unwanted prism. 2/4. Light falling on the front surface of a spectacle lens is A. Partially reflected, partially absorbed, and the remainder refracted. B. Partially reflected and the remainder refracted. C. Partially absorbed and the remainder refracted. D. Totally refracted. Correct answer partially reflected, partially absorbed, and the remainder refracted. A concave mirror. A. Can focus parallel incident rays to form a real image. B. Can focus parallel incident rays to form a virtual image. C. Always produces inverted images of real objects. D. Produces virtual images smaller than the real object. correct answer A, can focus parallel incident rays to form a real image. White light is broken into its component colors when it is A, diffracted, B, refracted, C, reflected, D, diffracted or refracted. Correct answer D, diffracted or refracted. To the viewer, the image seen in a plane mirror appears to be A, inverted, B, one half as large as the object, C, twice as large as the object, D, as far behind the mirror as the object is in front of it. Correct answer D, as far behind the mirror as the object is in front of it. The velocity of light is the least in A, air, B, polycarbonate, C, water, D, flint glass. Correct answer D, flint glass. A lens dispersing white light into its component colors is an example of A, achromatic aberration, B, isochromatic aberration, C, chromatic aberration, D, Newton's fringes. Correct answer C, chromatic aberration. The optical center of a lens is 3/4. A, at the geometric center, B, on the 180 line, C, at the point where A and B measurements meet, D, a lens location of zero deviation of the optical axis. Correct answer D, a lens location of zero deviation of the optical axis. Light rays passing through a prism are deviated A, toward the apex, B, through an angle equal to the apex angle, C, toward the base, D, through the base. Correct answer C, toward the base. Light travels outward in all directions from its source. The best explanation of this is that light takes the form of A, radiated energy, B, luminous waves, C, wave fronts, D, straight lines. Correct answer C, wave fronts. The distance between the crest of one wave and the crest of the next one is called A, wave front, B, waveband, C, wavelength, D, amplitude. Correct answer C, wavelength. The interpretation of the range of wavelengths of visible light varies, but is generally accepted as lying between A, 100 and 1,000 nanometers, B, 300 and 400 nanometers, C, 400 and 700 nanometers, D, 500 and 800 nanometers. Correct answer C, 400 and 700 nanometers. The breaking up of white light into its component colors by a lens or prism is called A, diffraction, B, diffusion, C, dispersion, D, refraction. Correct answer C, dispersion. The color in white light that is refracted the most after passing through a refracting test medium is powered by TCPDF, www.tcpdf.org/4.